To ethnic minorities hit hard by the cost of living crisis, the help for farmers struggling with their mental health, and sustainable surfboards made from mushrooms. That's Wales Live after the news on BBC One Wales and iPlayer.
You're watching BBC One Wales. At 10 o'clock, the BBC News now with Huw Edwards in Edinburgh, Sophie Rayworth in London and Jennifer Jones in Cardiff.
Tonight at 10, we're live in Edinburgh, where the First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, has taken everyone by surprise by announcing her resignation. After 8 years in charge, she said the time was right to step down, but it was nothing to do with any current controversies.
Being your First Minister has been the privilege of my life. Nothing, absolutely nothing I do in future will ever come anywhere close. Thank you from the very bottom of my heart.
The first woman to be First Minister of Scotland and a record period in office, Ms Sturgeon's decision will have implications for politics across the UK.
Well, let me first start by paying tribute to Nicola Sturgeon for her long-standing public service. I wish her well in the future.
Nicola Sturgeon's record as an impressive vote winner is undisputed, but her record in power has divided opinion in Scotland.
I really liked her as a person as well as a First Minister.
She's not done anything for Scotland and they need somebody to take over, somebody fresh to take over.
Also on the programme tonight, police revealed that the missing woman Nicola Bulley had alcohol-related issues connected to the menopause. The one-year-old who's received the most expensive medicine ever approved for the NHS, a £3 million life-saving gene therapy.
I can rub and scrub this house till it's shining just like a dime.
And the Hollywood film star and model Raquel Welch has died at the age of 82.
In Wales, teachers reject the latest pay offer with the next of 3 strike days on the 2nd of March. And how a row over rugby contracts could impact the next Six Nations match against England.
A very good evening from Edinburgh, from the home of the Scottish Parliament, which for the past 8 years has been dominated by the powerful figure of the First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon. Her sudden announcement today that she is to step down, both as leader of the SNP and as First Minister, will change the political landscape here in Scotland and will no doubt have a wider impact on the politics of the United Kingdom. Ms Sturgeon insisted that her decision was not related to any current controversies and that she'd been considering her future for some time. She said that after a record period as First Minister, the job had taken its toll. Well, in recent months, Ms Sturgeon has seen her controversial gender reforms blocked by Westminster and her plans to hold an independence referendum blocked by the UK Supreme Court. Well, in tonight's programme, we'll be looking at the Sturgeon legacy and the reaction to her resignation, but we'll start with the announcement that very few had predicted. Here's our Scotland editor, James Cook.